Let's try this TIRTIR My Glow Cream Cushion Natural Coverage Foundation and the TIRTIR Aura Glow Cushion Foundation in the Silver Egg. I got the 0.15 ounce minis in both of these for $15 on Amazon, and I got the lightest shade, which is Porcelain. TIRTIR has a wide range of colors in their red formulation. These, they only have 3 for each one of them, and it is like light, and medium. As you can see on the back of my hands, the coverage is so incredibly light and glowy that it kind of doesn't matter. So here is the red cushion foundation. This one has heavy coverage and it is just too much for my dry textured skin. It does not look all of that flattering on me, but it does offer a lot of coverage, as you can see. So let's try the other ones that have a little more hydration and see if it works better for my skin type. Okay, let's go. Okay, so how I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna do the silver on the left side and the white on the right side. Here is the silver one, and I'm gonna use their applicator first, which I always do, and see how that goes. Already I can see it is definitely very glowy and like almost no coverage, and it's a little bit splotchy trying to put it on with their applicator. Very glowy, that's nice, but I want a little more coverage, see if I get some sort of coverage out of this, and so I'm going to use my foundation brush. Yeah, so this definitely works better, and it allows me to really sort of push it into the pores, which I think looks a lot better. That is a nice, even skin tint worthy sort of coverage. This is actually very pretty, very glowy. I mean, just everything that they said that it's going to be. So, okay, so let's try the white cushion foundation. Again, I'm using their puff first, and I hate these puffs. I don't like the application. Okay, no coverage, and it's just like adding glow. Okay, so let's go in with the brush, see if we can do better. And boy, is this glowy. Like, I mean, that's what they said it was supposed to be, but it is like really, really glowy. I mean, like really glowy. Like I put Vaseline on my face, kind of glowy, although it's very comfortable. It doesn't feel sticky or anything, but like no coverage. So I don't know if that's gonna work for me. Okay, here's the two side by side before I put some concealer and a little bit of powder on, probably for this. Definitely more coverage on the silver one, so I think I prefer that one already. I'm gonna see if I can get some of this glowiness to settle down just a little bit with my dry Stands Out sponge. That works, but I mean, it's almost like I just put moisturizer on. There's really no coverage, especially on the white compact. Okay, so let's do powder. I'm using the Givenchy in, I think this is number 3. This is still my favorite powder. It is light, offers a tiny bit of coverage, and is just really allows what's underneath it to shine. Okay, so here's what the two sides look like. As you can see, a little bit of the redness is still coming through on the white side, whereas the silver side has a little more solid coverage. I can really see that I need concealer. I usually would do this before I powdered, but I wanted to see what kind of coverage I could get. So anyway, concealer is now on, and I think this is really pretty, but I feel like I am definitely personally going to want more coverage than I see on the white side, so I prefer the silver side, as I was pointing to. So yeah. Makeup is on, and this is the finish. It looks gorgeous right now. I will say they were both really glowy. Let's see, so we've got the white one over here and the silver one over here. The coverage is a little bit better on the silver one. This one is definitely more glowy, but once you powder down, what I do see is that there is a more solid coverage over here, even though it's not that much, and some of that is the powder. Then over here you see a lot more coming through. You can see my veins, some freckles and stuff like that. So I think if you have super dry skin and you're looking for like glowy and a lot of like moisture, and you're maybe not planning on doing a whole lot of powdering, the white one might be a better choice for you, especially if you don't have a lot that you want to cover up. Now you can use a little bit of concealer like I did for, you know, cover up needs, but like if you have a lot of ruddiness or, you know, a lot of spider veins or something that's going to require a lot of coverage, this is not your girl. This one's better. Definitely not near as high coverage as this. But the whole reason I'm trying these guys is because with my drier kind of textured skin, I did not find was good for texture and was not good for even a little bit dry skin. So I mean, really like intense coverage, but I really wanted to try something that was more like the Tone Up Skin Tint Essence, which is something that you can wear alone as a skin tint, or you can wear it underneath. Even this underneath, this was just, I still had a lot of the same problems with this showing texture, breaking up, polka dot pores, that kind of thing. So that's why we're giving these guys a try. So far, we'll see how it wears. I see sort of that grainy texture. I don't have the highest of hopes. I absolutely love this on its own. This makes your skin look so beautiful, especially powdered. This I'm already seeing, at least from here, a little bit of the same graininess, and some of that is because it's meant to be sort of shiny. I'm seeing it from both of these, but that said, I'm being totally picky. This is very, very beautiful, and I will be curious to see how this wears. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and give this a try. I will get back to you with the wear test. What I did want to show you is what I'm wearing on my lips as per usual. This one is super simple. I freaking love these. I got this last week. It is almost, look how much I've used. I love these. I've been loving to try like lots of different lip oils. I hate most of the lip oils that are out there. Their applicator sucks. The coverage is like you just keep having to put more on. It sucks. It kind of dries your lips out more in the end. They're not balmy enough. They're sticky. There's all kinds of things that I don't like in a lip oil, but the right lip oils are awesome. These Juvia's Place ones, these are my absolute favorite, and the one that I got last week is this purple color, this black cherry one. Last week this is my second watermelon. These are my favorite. These are the best. They are beautiful on their own, and they're the most comfortable, buttery, smooth, slippy, gorgeous ones. If you have cracks in your lips or whatever, this is just gonna gloss right over that. These are like butter. I love them. Okay, enough about that. Let's get into the wear test, and I will check in here in a minute and let you know how it's going. Fingers crossed it's better than this one. Okay, so this is about an hour in. This is the silver side. This is the white side. You know, about the same, not seeing a huge amount of difference. There's definitely a lot more dewiness here. Some of that is a highlighter, but some of it is actually, I mean, because you can see it up here too. That's from the TIRTIR. I mean, overall, this looks really good right now. Very natural. I'm not seeing a lot of breaking up or anything like that. It's comfortable, obviously. It doesn't really feel like I have anything on at all. And I'm trying to see, I'm not seeing a whole lot. Could be I just don't have my glasses on, but I don't see a whole lot of breaking up in this area, which is one of those areas where I usually get a lot of breaking up to begin with. So, okay, I'll check back in. So far, so good. Okay, this is 4 hours and my skin has been dry. I am surprised to see a bit of dew. So I actually think this is worse than the skin tint, which did not cause me to be overly glowy and oily here and here. So, I mean, that's pretty amazing that it was able to make me greasy. Especially when I'm not, you know, really all that greasy right now. So, okay, so this is 4 hours. It's gonna be hard not to powder this. So we've made it to 8 hours. We have oiliness, dewiness, not really breaking up too much, just very dewy and sort of like going away. And I feel like I'm breaking out a little bit. And then I really see, I don't know if you can tell, but with this kind of shine, it's picking up all kinds of texture. Yeah, so I'm on Accutane. It is a feat to get me to be oily. Both of these, I would say they were exactly the same. There's really not much difference. The white one is less coverage, a little bit more glowy when you first put it on, but by the time you powder, you know, not much difference. The biggest difference that I really noticed is that I felt like I got a little more solid coverage with the silver over here. So I'm going to keep this pretty short because I think the real answer is I would not use either of these. I would instead go back to the TIRTIR Skin Tint, the Tone Up Essence. Some debate as to whether it's a skin tint, but they say on Amazon they call it a skin tint. And it is also, you know, SPF, it is primer, it is a tone up essence. It's a lot of things, but the way it performs is as a skin tint, you know, and it's a beautiful one. This one does not make me oily. And even though it's glowy, it doesn't pick up as much texture. So I gotta say, for me, I mean, if you're oily, I mean, these aren't aimed at oily skin anyway, but for sure, no, this would be terrible. If you're oily, go for the red one. And if you have a lot of texture, skip all of these and go for the skin tint, and then just use a good concealer. Really not worth it when you can just get this, which also gives you SPF, and I just think it performs way, way better. Okay, so even for dry skin, these guys are gonna make you oily, and you look all right, but you don't look great. I really think that you just go for the straight up skin tint. I know, I said it 15 times, it's because I mean that. If you have a similar skin type to me and you're, you know, aging, textured, dry to normal, and I would say oily as well, these are just not, there's better stuff out there. This is not it. Not for me. I like the idea of the cushion foundation, but I have not found one that is superior to just a straight up skin tint or other foundations. So, okay, well, hopefully that was helpful in case you were curious. I know some of you with dry skin who saw how this one performed on my dry skin were curious about the hydrating ones to see, you know, just like I was, to see if maybe those would work better. Here's your answer. No, not really. Just get the Tone Up Essence. If you haven't subscribed, I sure would appreciate it, as it really helps my channel to grow, and I love talking to you guys. So if you can hit the subscribe, thumbs up, notify bell, that would be fantastic. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will see you guys in the next video.